Shifting our focus to the Israel-Hamas war as it enters day 41. Israel military strikes the house of Hamas leader Haniyeh in Gaza. In fact, Israeli fighter jets have struck the house of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Gaza. The Ismail military has said on Thursday Haniyeh's house was used as terror infrastructure and often served as a meeting point for Hamas senior leaders to direct terror attacks against Israeli civilians and the IDF. IDF strikes on Hamas leader Ismail. In the latest, Israel strikes on Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh's house, while we hear that also the Hamas's parliament has been destroyed by the IDF as the IDF forces march through the Gaza Strip. They're moving strategically to areas where they believe Hamas infrastructure has been built. In fact, one of that Hamas leader, senior Hamas leader Haniyeh, his home has been destroyed by the IDF. These are small victories. The IDF looks at it as small victories as they approach areas where Hamas hideouts are built. And in the latest, Haniyeh, Hamas's leader Haniyeh's home has been destroyed. Now, as Israel-Hamas war continues to escalate, in the latest, IDF has said they found weapons and ammunition and Hamas uniforms in Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza City after raiding the complex on Wednesday. IDF has pointed to security cameras that had been covered over and weapons that he said were AK-47 rifles hidden behind the MRI scanners. A day after seizing Hamas's parliament, Israel army blew up and destroyed the Hamas parliament building as well in Gaza. Israeli Defense Forces has bombarded the symbol of Hamas seat of power in Gaza Strip. Combat engineers were placed with explosives for a controlled detonation to destroy Gaza's parliament building. While Netanyahu vows to eliminate Hamas, claiming there's no place in Gaza where Israel army cannot reach. Palestinian Prime Minister, meanwhile, Shtayyeh, has called the attacks a war on hospitals and the injured, along with infants who were removed from incubators.
We're now, as you can see, in an MRI room. I don't know when this was used the last time. But it is definitely an MRI machine. And if you follow me behind the MRI machine, I'll show you what our troops exposed just minutes ago. In military terms, this is a grab bag, grab and go of a Hamas combatant. And if you zoom in and we get some light over here, what you will be able to see is military equipment. There is an AK-47, there are cartridges, ammo, there are grenades in here, of course uniform, and all of this was hidden very conveniently, secretly behind the MRI machine. On the other side, we found a backpack with what appears to be very important intelligence, including a laptop, and we'll show you that momentarily. Let's go see the next room. So we're still in the MRI center. The backpack was found in here, and it was also hidden behind the MRI machine. As you can see, the rest of the equipment here is proper hospital equipment, right? Bandages and medical gear. It seems as if there's no real shortage because there's a lot of equipment here, but we'll leave that for another discussion. Let's go see weapons and other prohibited items. As we walk through the main corridor here, our troops did a preliminary search of the area. We tried to uncover the cameras, but all of the cameras have been obstructed. You can see there's black tape covering it. And when our troops opened this closet here, which is in the main part of the clinic, this is what they found. These weapons have absolutely no business being inside a hospital. The only reason they're here is because Hamas put them here, because they use this place, like many other hospitals and ambulances and sensitive facilities inside the Gaza Strip, for their illicit military purposes. So there's Kalashnikov rifles here, even ammunition.
אתם זוכרים שאמרו לנו שלא נפרוץ לעזה?
Do you remember when we were told that we would not break into Gaza? We've broken through. There is no place in Gaza that we will not reach. There is no hiding, no shelter, no refuge for the murderers of Hamas.
בעזה שלא נגיע אליו.
We will arrive and eliminate Hamas and return our hostages.
למרצחי החמאס. אנחנו נגיע ונחסל.
Last night I spoke again with President Biden, and we are not letting go.
שתי משימות קדושות. אתמול בערב אני...
We will eliminate Hamas. We will achieve a complete victory.
אנחנו נחסל את החמאס, נשיג ניצחון מוחלט.
It's extremely critical situation when the Israeli army have raided Al-Shifa hospital. If we can call this war on Gaza, one can call it the war on hospitals, the war on injured people, the war on sick people, the war on infants, the war on infants who are in incubators. It never happened in anywhere in history that hospitals are targets. What is happening in Gaza is a very obvious, very clear war crime that Israel is committing against those who have been treated in the hospitals.
While calls for a two-state solution appears to be dwindling with this war escalating day after day, U.S. President Joe Biden, who seems to be backing Israel, has yet made it quite clear to the Israeli Prime Minister that two-state solution is the only answer to resolve this conflict.
I can tell you I don't think it ultimately ends until there's a two-state solution. I made it clear to the Israelis I think it's a big mistake for them to think they're going to occupy Gaza and maintain Gaza. I don't think that works. I can tell you I don't think it ultimately ends until there's a two-state solution. I made it clear to the Israelis I think it's a big mistake for them to think they're going to occupy Gaza and maintain Gaza. I don't think that works.
India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter.
Defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV.